Well, we're going to read Psalm 55. I was just reminded why I used to avoid Facebook. I'd finished the evening prayers, and I just got scrolling through and totally forgot that I had one more psalm to go. Only just remembered now, so sorry if you've been waiting. Psalm 55. Listen to my prayer, O God. Do not ignore my plea. Hear me and answer me. My thoughts trouble me, and I am distraught at the voice of my enemy, at the stares of the wicked, for they bring down suffering upon me and revile me in their anger. My heart is in anguish within me. The terrors of death assail me. Fear and trembling have beset me. Horror has overwhelmed me. I said, Oh, that I had the wings of a dove. I would fly away and be at rest. I would flee far away and stay in the desert. I would hurry to my place of shelter, far from the tempest and storm. Confuse the wicked, O Lord. Confound their speech, for I see violence and strife in the city. Day and night they prowl about on its walls. Malice and abuse are within it. Destructive forces are at work in the city. Threats and lies never leave its streets. If an enemy were insulting me, I could endure it. If a foe were raising itself against me, I could hide from him. Now this was used to talk about Judas, pointing to Judas, very appropriate words. Verse 13, but it is you, a man like myself, my companion, my close friend, with whom I once enjoyed sweet fellowship, as we walked with the throng at the house of God. I think it was that one. One about Judas says, with whom I ate together. Anyway, we'll see. Verse 15, let death take my enemies by surprise. Let them go down alive to the grave, for evil finds lodging among them. But I call to God, and the Lord saves me. Evening, morning, and noon I cry out in distress, and he hears my voice. He ransoms me unharmed from the battle waged against me, even though many oppose me. God, who is enthroned forever, will hear them and afflict them. Men who never change their ways and have no fear of God. My companion attacks his friend, he violates his covenant. His speech is smooth as butter, yet war is in his heart. His words are more soothing than oil, yet they are drawn swords. Cast your cares on the Lord, and he will sustain you. He will never let the righteous fall. But you, O Lord, will bring down the wicked into the pit of corruption. Bloodthirsty and deceitful men will not live out half their days. But as for me, I trust in you. That's a very interesting psalm, isn't it? You could take some verses and when you're in trouble, cry out to God and he'll save you straight away. But actually that ignores a lot of this psalm, crying out, being betrayed by a personal friend, going through great suffering before God actually delivers them. There's great realism here. I'm preaching tomorrow about how we can't just get out of suffering, we must go through it actually. And here's a really good example of that. God walks with us through it very often rather than just pulling us out of it. Well, thanks for joining me. That's the end of the sermon. See you if I make it tomorrow morning, depending on how things are going with our service. Otherwise, sometime in the afternoon, we'll catch up on all the Psalms for tomorrow. Okay, bye for now.